नमस्ते प्रणाम गीताध्यानम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् Oh, O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O goddess, showerer of the nectar like knowledge of non dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Son of Vasudeva, slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Today we will read the 25th shloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, 4th Adhyay. And Sri Krishna is further going to tell us in depth about Yajna again. Now he has taken up this topic of, performing the Yajnaya Acharata Karma. He has told us. Now he is going to explain this Yajna portion thoroughly. Last 24th shlok he told us that Brahmarpanam Brahma, where everything that is being offered to the sacrificial fire of Brahman is Brahman. Everything that is offered, oblations, the ghee, and even Brahman is offering it to the fire of Brahman. And ultimately, it goes to Brahman alone. And one who has this understanding also reaches Brahman ultimately, because once that ultimate knowledge dawns, then there is no I and him. I gets merged in him. Child gets merged in the mother, the devotee gets merged in the Lord, the servant gets merged in the master. So that is what the 24th shloka Sri Krishna taught us about. That everything is Brahman, which is offered to the Brahman, and ultimately it goes to the Brahman. So that is the sacrifice. Now, in the 24th, 5th shloka also, Sri Krishna is going to further tell us some more details about this term yajna, as how different people perform yajna with different uh, objectives in mind. The offerings offered to different uh, deities or with the different intentions, how these different yajnas are performed. Sri Krishna says, दैवमेवापरे यज्ञम् योगिनः पर्युपासते ब्रह्माज्ञावपरे यज्ञम् यज्ञेनैवोपजुह्वति. Some people, some yogis, Sri Krishna says, Daivam eva apare yajnam. Daivam, to the various deities, various forms of gods and goddesses. Daivam eva apare yajnam. They offer these sacrifices. The yoginaha paryupasate. Yogis, they paryupasate is perform. They perform these sacrifices with the intention of offering all these oblations to, say, individual gods. They will offer it to Indra, they will offer it to Varuna, In the earlier, during the Vedic times, all these yajnas, they were being performed with the intention of pleasing the preceding deity of this yajna. Maybe Indra, Varun, Parjanya, Marut, all those days during the Vedic time, all these natural elements were considered to be the gods. Then subsequently came the addition of having gods with form and without with name. Then he had so many different gods and goddesses. So Sri Krishna says some yogis, they perform these sacrifices with the intention of pleasing some god. Devam eva apare. With the intention of pleasing some god, they performing these sacrifices in the name of deities, in the name of gods, as the preceding deity of that yajna. Some, Sri Krishna says, Brahmagnava pare yajnam yajna naiva upajuvati. Some people, they perform sacrifices, whom? Not to the deities. They offer these oblations as the rice and samidhas, the wood, firewood, and the oil, the ghee, not in that form. Some people do sacrifices by offering their self to the big self. They don't believe in offering, these material offerings. Some others, Bhagnava apare yajnam yajne naivo chuyati. Brahman, Brahmagnav apare, others, they offer in the sacrifice in the fire of Brahman. Brahmagnav apare yajnam. In that fire of Brahman, they offer the oblations not of material things, not of the firewood, not of the ghee, not of the rice, but the self. Yat neva upachuvati. They offer their self in the fire of Brahman. Not that physical fire here in front of us which is burning with the wood and all other things. No, not that fire. In the fire of Brahman, they offer their self as the sacrifice. So there are very many ways of performing the yajna, the sacrifices. And Sri Krishna has told about some types. Throughout this next a few verses, till the verse 33, Sri Krishna is not going to leave us without explaining everything about yajna, about the sacrifices. In this 25th sloka, he says, some yogis perform sacrifices to devas alone, to the deities alone, while others offer the self as sacrifice by the self verily in the fire of Brahman. Not just the materials being sacrificed. Not that somebody sacrifices a chicken or a goat in the temple of Ma Kali. Not that sacrifice. They are offering verily their own self. I consciousness they are offering. That is the sacrifice. That is the greatest of the sacrifice one can ever do. The Devas and Devis such as Ganesha, Subramanya, Ganga, Parvati, Lakshmi, Saraswati are all facets of Brahman, and with the intentions of pleasing those deities, people take up various forms of sacrifices. Sacrifices and adoration done to them with devotion are conducive to spiritual growth. Yes, those sacrifices also lead us on our spiritual path. It is not that they won't. But mostly those sacrifices, they are done with the intention of getting some material wealth or some material desires, worldly desires. So all those sacrifices, they are, although they may take us on the spiritual path, but still they are a bit on the lower end. And the sacrifice that Sri Krishna is telling us, some offer their self in the fire of the self of the Brahman. That is the biggest of the sacrifice. Senses are also called devas. Our senses that we see, we hear, and all those sense or the senses that we have. Sense of seeing, sense of feeling, sense of touching, sense of hearing. These are also considered to be devas. Now, there are people who offer these also as sacrifices. That will come later. The sense sacrifice will come in the later verses of this Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. As of now, Sri Krishna is mainly emphasizing, apart from those material sacrifices, Sri Krishna is talking about sacrificing the self in the fire of the self of Brahman. It is surrendering the individual consciousness to the cosmic consciousness. Even as the river re-enters the sea, as river merges into the sea. The moment river merges into the sea, then waters in the sea, you cannot say that okay, this water is part of Brahman. Sorry about that disturbance. There was some power cut, electrical failure, and we had to wait till the generator started. So we are here. We are again with our 25th shloka of the Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, and like we said, even rivers merging in the ocean. Now, the moment a river merges in the ocean, we say Ganga is merging in Indian Ocean, say in Bay of Bengal. The moment it merges, the river becomes one with the ocean. Then we don't know which water is Ganges water, which water is water of the ocean. Then we designate that water just as the water of the ocean. Then it is not that this is Ganges water or this is Yamuna water or this is Brahmaputra water, or it doesn't really have that uh, uh, individuality, that water. So that is exactly how what happens when some people they offer their selves in the fire of the self of the no more I. They sacrifice that I consciousness altogether. And this is when this happens, that is the state of samadhi. When there is no I consciousness, when there is no lower self, and there is no separate entity of me and the Lord. I merge in the Lord. The river merges in the sea. And that's how Sri Krishna tells about that also as the sacrifice. Sacrificing the self in the self is also great sacrifice. And when we do that sacrifice, no karma tempts us. Because then we don't do anything. Then no karma left over. There is no karma to be done. All the so-called karma, all the so-called activities, all the so-called duties, they are just for the name's sake. When we get into samadhi, it is surrendering the individual consciousness to the cosmic consciousness, even as the river re-enters the sea, crucifying the ego, apparent man becoming the real man. These are the other ways of expressing the same spiritual fact about sacrifices. This solemn act is verily the Jnana Yajna. when we offer ourselves to the sacred feet of the Lord as an oblation into that sacrifice, into that fire of Brahman, that itself is a great sacrifice. That is the Jnana Yajna. And when one performs such a Jnana Yajna of offering the self, what else you need then? You don't need to do anything. You just offer your I consciousness to your chosen deity. Whosoever is your chosen deity, you just offer yourself, you sacrifice yourself, your lower self with the higher self. And that's what Sri Krishna has explained to us in this 25th shloka of how there can be different types of sacrifices. Like some performing sacrifices to please some deities and gods and goddesses. But some they perform sacrifices by offering the self as an oblation in the fire of the sacrificial Brahman, the greatest of the sacrifices. So that was the 25th shloka of the Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swarup.